Good evening. Right now it's about 7:20 p.m. and today is 13th of January 2021 and today is Lohri and one of very auspicious day and of course it's very cold in Delhi, but yeah, it's kind of an indication that now winters will almost start receding, right? So the question is, New Year is still not over. Have you made a resolve? Have you decided that you will become financially independent this year? Right? You have to create a parallel income. You have to have financial stability. You have to learn about stock market. That's the only other place where you have the liberty to work on your own conditions, to work with your own time frame. You will not believe, now even if I sit down at about 11 o'clock, I get trade. If I sit at about 2 o'clock, I get trade. I sit at 3 o'clock, I still get the trades. So you don't have a limitation that you have to only trade in the morning or you only have to trade in at one particular time. You sit in the market. Only thing is you need to know when the breakout is coming, right? And you will find, because market gives you ample opportunities, right? So today I thought I'm going to teach you a very important concept called trend line. But before I go on to that, I just want to ask you that are you all present on my Telegram channel, right? This is my Telegram channel and it has about some 2,83,000 members, and I give live trades out here, right? And also I would like you to be present on my Twitter handle where you get the stock. See here, I have given Chennai Petro. The cost when I had given it was about 84.4, right? And where is it today? It made a high of 132. Similarly, I've given Greaves at 337 and it crossed 400 today, right? I have given Emphasis at about 1380 today. It made a high of 1700, right? Gave a buy on Tata Elxsi on 26th of October. Today, it has crossed all the levels, right? It crossed 2200 if I remember correctly. So Tata Motor DVR, I have given on the 6th of January. I have given a buy above 81.5. Today it made, or not today, yesterday it made 101.8, right? Almost like 25% up. So a very thorough research I'm giving here, and one of the way I do my research, I'm going to discuss that today. So I'm going to be talking about something called trend lines, right? Trend lines means whenever a trend line is broken, you can enter into a stock, right? So different time frames and different way to trade in all of them. So see, for example, you have a time frame of you are a positional trader, right? Then your time frame has to be minimum 1 day or 1 week, right? Minimum 1 day, but 1 week is a good time frame, right? If you want to enter into a stock, into a particular stock, you must have a time frame of 1 week or 1 day, right? So let's see, whichever stock, I'm not worried about which stock, how. Let's say here, right, we just want to see if the trend line is broken. Do we get a good movement after that? So see here, this is a trend, right? Visual trend. I'm not doing any analysis, nothing, right? This is how it looks like. This is how the line has been drawn. And you have to do it end of the day. Don't do it in the live market, right? You have to sit down and watch it end of the day. What is happening here, right? At this place, see here, the trend next day is broken, right? You can, this is which date? You can go on the 16th of September and look into the 15 minutes time frame, right? So 16th of September, I am going to go here. 16th of September, right? Let's see what happened. So maybe that was this week. No, I have checked probably some It is weekly graph, right? Let me just have a look once again, because it must be some other year, right? Let's see correctly, because I'm sure I have taken a wrong data. This is with September 2019. Okay, so let me have a look. Here we go, and September of 2019, 16th September. Let's go. In time, in 15 minutes time frame, I'm going to go to September of, yeah, here. Let's see if it gets me. Then we'll be able to see clearly what was happening on that day at that time. We are going back almost like 1.5 years, right? So it may take some time, but whenever we will get the, this is how it is, right? We have drawn the trend line. See here, this is how the trend line has been drawn. Very clear trend line, right? So on this particular day, this trend line is broken. End of the day, we are watching that the trend line has been broken, right? End of the day, we are watching on 13th September, the trend line has been broken. And then comes the 16th, this is 16th. And that is when you can take your entry. Your stop loss is going to be very, very small, right? Your stop loss is going to be very small. Your stop loss is going to be 17,612, right? This is going to be your stop loss. Your entry is going to be here. And after that, if you have a look, it has given a huge blast, right? If I just want to have a look, what's the risk reward ratio? Let's see what's the risk reward ratio that we get. From here only I should get it. Price range. So this is price almost like 6,000 points. And what I get from here, just a sec. So the risk reward ratio would have been 5.59. So if the risk would have been, let's say 1,000 point, the profit would have been 5,000 points, right? So that is how you can work upon, the breaking of the trend line, right? You can take the bigger time frame, wait for a day. When the trend line is broken, then you can take an entry and you can see the risk reward ratio. We can pick up any other stock that you have in mind. Let's say SR Transfin, right? Let's take SR Transfin. First we go into the higher time frame. Let's go to the week time frame and see what is happening, and then we will decide. But these are very, very good with cash stocks. Like if you want to work on the trend line breakout, it's going to be extremely good with cash stocks. Cash will give you wonderful entry and wonderful exits, right? So here, let me just remove it. Remove all the drawings. Now there is a trend here and there is a trend. I can see trend here, right? Some way it's not very clear trend. Let's take, this is where your entire endeavor will be, to find out a good trending stock, right? So good trend should be very, very clearly visible, right? Right now this is trending, right? So I have made a weekly time frame. Let's see this. Let me just remove it. This is Bajaj Finance, everybody's favorite stock. Let's do analysis out here, right? This is how it is. You have to be extremely clear about it, right? From where the trend line is getting broken and where is it starting, right? A lot of points, maximum point should be connected, right? See, let's say here, this is how we will connect, right? This is how we will connect. But this is a cluster, right? We want a clear breakout of the trend line. Just this one is a nice trend line, right? Let me take this trend line, and that will give us a good answer. It should not go horizontal for a long time, otherwise you'll have to like you have to wait for that horizontal range to be broken out. So this is a trend line. right? Clear trend line. And on this particular day, which is 27th of August, it was broken, right? And then you can short it. Out here, this is not a clear trend line, right? So clear trend line, I'll show you. I have found a very good stock for you for a trend line breakout, which may be giving you a breakout, because what I'm showing you is right now is the past. You may say that how will I decide in the future what will happen? So I have filtered a stock for you today where the trend line is getting broken, right? So I'm going to remove all the drawing, and how it goes is out here. So see, this is the trend line. A lot of points are connected here, right? And this is a weekly time frame, right? I'm going to make it for you. This is one single line is good enough, right? You don't need more than that. I'll show you on a daily time frame what's happening. So there is a clear breakout happening in this particular stock, right? So see here, this is how I would say. Not really this, but somewhere here. It's a shorter trend that is breaking out today. This is how it is, right? This trend, right? This shorter trend, which has formed recently, is broken today, right? You can see it has been broken today. Now what you can do is, you see a past resistance here, right? So you have to buy it only above all the past resistances have been broken, or maybe okay, we will take it above this only, right? So we will buy it above this place. And since we are taking our position from a daily time frame, our position will be, like our first target is going to be somewhere on 155. After 155 it'll be 165. That is going to be my first target. Somewhere here is going to be my first target. Next target is going to be 170, right? Which is almost like and the next target that I'm expecting is going to be somewhere here, right? Which is 175, right? It's a good about 10% move. That should be enough. So this is a important zone for this particular stock, which is 𝐑𝐞𝐚𝐭𝐬𝐀. So hope you all are understanding from my videos, from my work. So this is where a lot of accumulation has happened, and finally the stock has broken the trend line, right? If you notice here, this was a powerful green candle, but it couldn't break the trend line. Now today it has broken this high of these accumulation candles, as well as it's broken the trend line. So a very good opportunity exists for us to enter above 157, right? Why? Because there is a resistance out here. So that is one example that I'm giving you about trend breakout. And I'll show you on my Twitter account. I have posted, a stock a few days back, or maybe a few weeks back. I'll show you Repco Home, right? This Repco Home I have posted. I said buy above 247, right? So I'll show you what is happening in Repco Home right now. So a lot of things go into it. It's just not the trend line breakout. So I've given a breakout somewhere here above this place, 245. Today it made a high of 277, right? So that's the flight the stock has taken. See, everything is written out here. What is written out here? Because I've taken the screenshot from this place only. So there's another stock which is on my radar where the accumulation is almost getting completed now. 𝐻CL. 𝐻CL. Stocks. Why is it taking time? So here we are. This is how this stock looks like, right? So see here, it on the day of its IPO, it opened, went up, came down, and after that it fell. But below 358, it refused to go, right? When a stock refuses to go below a certain point, it simply indicates that now this becomes its fair value, right? When it has got a fair value, that is, how do you know that it is a fair value? Because that value will not be broken, and people will start, I would say not people like you and me, but people means institutional investors will start accumulating the stocks out here. So somebody has stopped this great momentum at this place. He found the value of the stock to be what do you say, fair value, and now the accumulation is going on. So above 380 we can go for a long in this particular stock with a stop loss of 360, and what we expect is at least 10% to 15% move. So I think it's, at least I'm looking for a target of about 400 for sure. So this is another stock, in this is not a trend breakout, but it is what do you say, trend breakout as well as the accumulation zone breakout, right? So you will find both these stocks, 𝐑𝐞𝐬𝐬 and Anthony Waste, on my Twitter handle with stop loss targets and everything, and be present on my Telegram channel. You will definitely find, see, my I'm holding these positions, like Hemiprop and Hind Copper I have not exited because I still feel that it'll go up. Tata Motor DVR, and I'm holding Trident, small quantity, but that's it. I'll see if it gives me a move, book some profit and come out of it. Otherwise I'll just close it. 37 rupees is just negligent, right? I'm holding in this place a future lot of PNB, right? Which lot? Of February, because I expect this stock to move up, and I'm holding a put because I've hedged my position. And yeah, so I traded in hours, but at the time of booking profit I was somewhere else, so lost it. Doesn't matter. Overall in profit, so that's perfectly fine. So you get a lot of good stocks here. You get a lot of the amount of work we do, I don't think so anyone else is doing for you, right? So today was a very dicey day, but we made pretty good money, and entire stock pro team made good money. So these two stocks I'm going to post, and I hope you have understood about how do you trade when the channels break. But suppose you want to trade into intraday, right? How do you trade intraday? That I'm going to tell you. What you have to do is make the time frame as 15 minutes, right? Make the time frame as 15 minutes, right? And what you need to do, mark the channel, right? If a stock is falling down, mark the channel, mark the trend line, right? You can simply mark the trend line from the top. So this is how the trend line will be, right? This is how the trend line is. And when it gets broken, right, when it gets broken, it's almost like 40 points that you're 30 points that you're getting from here, right? If you need a little support, right, I would say little support, because you don't know whether it's going to change its stance or not. You can use RSI, right? You can use RSI. RSI should go, like it should bottom out at almost 20. It has bottomed out at this place. That's a, and it should take a sharp turn, right? And it should go above 30. That's where, and the 15 minutes candles high should be broken. So this is nowhere the trend has been broken. First time this candle broke your trend. So above this candle's high, right, is where you can take an entry. Above 1199 you can take an entry, and you get about good 20 points, right? Not a bad trade at all. I just want to check, oh sorry, I want to check what is the lot size of SR Transfin. I think SR Transfin, the lot size is 800. 20 points means 16,000 rupees. Not bad, right? So you can, so once again, if you want to trade in intraday, what you need to do is draw the line, watch it. You can do it with any stock that you want. Let's see if we get some other stock. So this was also another stock, right? But it didn't give you much move, right? From two, this candle broke, but after that it didn't go much up. Bajaj Finance, out here you could have traded, right? Somewhere here, 4898, and some points, at least 20-30 points you have got. Indigo breakout had come, right? But the movement didn't come. Pre Cement, let's see. So you will get sometime very good trades. In these trades, I would suggest our stop loss should be very, very small, right? If you have a big stop loss, like this could have been a trade, a good trade. Why? Because our stop loss is pretty small out here. So see here, if we entered here, our stop loss will be about somewhere here, about 8-9 points, and it went up till about 20 some 15 points or so, right? So although I do not prefer to do these kind of trades, intraday trades, I don't like it, because if a stock has been going unidirectional, means there is a force which is pushing it up, right, or pushing it down. So I don't like to do contra trades, because sometime most of until the market suddenly takes a turn, I don't like to do it. I like to do only unidirectional trades which move in one direction, and for me, that's an opportunity to book my profit, right? That's what I like to do. So, for example, I'll tell you when I say that, like for example, today was M&M, right? So this was a good trade, right? It went up and up and up, and here it broke its channel, or here it breaks the trend line, and that's when you can take an exit, right? So I would like to use it as an exit, but in case somebody is watching a particular trade and expecting a turnaround, and there are some reversal points that are there, if you're expecting, it's going to be definitely a good trade. So I think that's about it. You want to trade with trend lines, I would say go for the higher time frame, and in that, if a stock is taking a support or resistance, you can definitely trade, right? So if you want to do intraday, just come down to the smaller time frame and then trade from the bigger time frame. Like if you want to trade intraday, then come down to the first, mark the support and resistance using 1 day, and then come to the 15 minutes. So what, when I say that, let me just give you an example, probably to make it easier for you to understand. So this is how it is. This is how it looks like. Let me just remove it, all the drawings. Let's say somewhere here, somewhere, let's say this trend line, right? It's going up and we want to trade intraday. So mark the trend line first. So from the bottom till whatever maximum points you get, you have to get the maximum points, right? So somewhere here, the trend line is made, right? On this candle, the trend line is broken, right? After that, you have to use the morning range breakout, right? ये कौन सा दिन है? This is 20th August 2020. So let's go to the 20th August 2020. 20th August. Here, let's go and see what is happening. Sorry, I need to make time frame as 15 minutes. And I go, yeah. Here. So morning range breakout has to happen. Now see, here we stand, right? This is the trend line. On this particular day, in the morning, it has broken the trend line, right? It went till this point, till it got the resistance and came down, right? So mark 15 minutes candles low, right? First 15-minute candle, second 15-minute candle, and mark the low of this candle. Now your high is going to be, this is going to be a stop loss about 4 points, and let it fall, right? On that very day, you get almost like 9 points. This is M&M. So this is how trend line can be used. You can go to the shorter time frame, and from there you can see support or resistance taken by the candle, and when that low is broken, you can trade. You don't need to use any RSI or anything, right? So that's a method that you can apply for finding out good trades. So that's what I wanted to share. All the best, guys. See you somewhere For sure, join me on my Twitter handle, or you can be present on my Telegram channel. You can definitely be on my YouTube channel. All the best, and keep making money along with Stock Pro. I'll keep doing the best of research. Bye bye. See you. See you soon.